Hare Krishna and welcome, my dear friends, to this sacred space where we embark on a journey of spiritual enrichment and inspiration. I'm deeply honored to have you join me today as we delve into the timeless pages of one of our authored books to recite a beautiful spiritual pastime. Within the pages of this book lies a tapestry of stories, a tapestry woven with the threads of devotion, wisdom, and love. The pastime I'm about to share holds a special place in my heart, and I believe it has the power to touch yours as well. As the words flow from the lips, let them be a bridge that connects us beyond the physical realm, transcending time and space. Let's remember that these stories are not just tales of the past, but living embodiments of eternal truths that resonate even today. Hare Krishna.
Devki and her husband Vasudev were imprisoned by Kans, Devki's oppressive brother, when Kans learned that their eighth son would be the cause of his own death. Kans was a tyrant who imprisoned the couple with the intention of killing his sister's sons one by one. Kans made alliances with other demoniac kings and unleashed a reign of terror. No one could dare speak against Kans or his monstrosities. When Devki became pregnant for the seventh time, Sri Balaram, who is a plenary expansion of Krishna, appeared in Devki's womb. Devki was jubilant as she could perceive that Lord Vishnu had taken shelter in her womb. At the same time, she was morose, fearing that Kans would kill the baby soon after birth. Krishna, the Supreme Lord, then instructed his Yogamaya potency to move Lord Balaram from Devki's womb to the womb of Rohini. Rohini was one of Vasudev's wives who was living in Vrindavan out of Kansa's fear. Krishna declared that Lord Ananta would be renowned as Balaram or Sankarshan after his divine appearance. Thus, placing Devki and Rohini Devi in Yoga Nidra, Yogamaya shifted Lord Balaram from Devki's womb to Rohini's womb. As a result, people assumed that Devki's seventh pregnancy was a miscarriage. Thereafter Lord Krishna, in his original form along with all his potencies, entered the heart of Vasudeva. He was then transferred to the heart of Devki. Krishna was not put into Devki's body through seminal discharge. Krishna, being the Supreme Lord, is not subject to the laws of material nature. The presence of Krishna in her body enhanced Devki's transcendental beauty. Seeing her effulgence, Kans at once concluded that the Supreme Lord had taken shelter in Devki's womb. At that time, demigods headed by Lord Brahma appeared in Kansa's house and they offered their earnest praise to the Supreme Lord who was resting in Devki's womb. The Supreme Lord is not forced to appear in this world like an ordinary person but instead appears out of his own sweet will. When the time was right for the Lord to appear, the alignment of the constellations became very auspicious, and the influence of the star Rohini was dominant. Auspicious signs of good fortune, peace, and prosperity pervaded all directions. The denizens of heaven showered flowers from the sky. They sang and danced in ecstasy. At that auspicious moment, on the eighth day of the waning moon, Sri Krishna, the Supreme Lord, appeared from the womb of Mother Devki, just as the full moon rises over the eastern horizon. Vasudeva saw his son decorated with the marks of Srivatsa and holding a conch, club, disc, and lotus with his four hands. He saw his son dressed in yellow silk, wearing a jeweled necklace of Kaustubha stone, wearing a Vaidurya helmet, earrings, ornaments, and gleaming with bright effulgence. Vasudeva was astounded to behold the beauty of his child. He wondered how a newborn could be so ornamented. Vasudeva realized that the Supreme Lord had appeared as his son and he offered his prayers unto him. Although Vasudeva was shackled in Kansa's prison, he imagined donating thousands of ornamented cows in charity to the Brahmanas. Vasudeva and Devki were scared that Kans would try to kill Krishna as soon as he heard the news. Krishna revealed to Vasudeva and Devki that they were the incarnations of Prasni and Sutpa who had previously performed severe austerities with the only desire of having the Supreme Lord as their child. Hence the Lord reciprocated their prayers by accepting them as his parents millennium after millennium. The Lord had previously appeared as Prasnigarbha, the son of Prasni and Sutpa. He had subsequently appeared as Upendra, the son of Aditi and Kashyapa, and now he has appeared as Krishna, the son of Devaki and Vasudev. Krishna then concealed his divine features and turned himself into an ordinary child having 2 hands. He ordered Vasudev to immediately carry him to Gokula and exchange him for the daughter of Yashoda. Yashoda's daughter had also taken birth about the same time as Krishna. She was the manifestation of Krishna's Yogamaya potency. By the dint of Krishna's prowess, all the residents of Kansa's palace, especially the doorkeepers, were put into a deep slumber. All the palace doors unlocked, although they were shackled with iron chains. Although it was the middle of the night, Vasudev could see everything very clearly. It was raining heavily, yet not a drop of rain fell upon Vasudev or Krishna, who were protected by the hoods of Ananta Sesha. On reaching the shore of Yamuna, Vasudev saw that the river was roaring with furious waves. The river, however, parted itself for Vasudev, providing him a safe passage to cross over to Gokula. Reaching Nanda Maharaj's palace in Gokula, Vasudev found everyone asleep. He silently exchanged Krishna with the newly born baby girl of Yashoda. Then, carrying the baby girl along with him, he returned to Kansa's palace and put the shackles back on himself so that Kans would not suspect him. Once Vasudev returned, the doors and palace gates locked automatically. When Kans heard that Devaki's 8th child was born, he hurried toward the prison cell. Devaki pleaded with Kans not to kill her daughter. She assured Kans that a female child will not become the cause of his death and that he should spare her life. But Kans valued his own life above all familial relationships. He picked up the little girl with the intention of killing her. Just then, the girl slipped out of his hands and assumed the form of Ma Durga. She identified herself as Vishnu's younger sister. Her 8 arms were adorned with bow, lance, arrows, sword, conch, disc, club and shield. She chastised Kans for his cruelty and informed him that the child who was destined to kill him has already taken his birth elsewhere. The goddess hence asked Kans to release Devaki and Vasudev. Hearing these words, Kans became overwhelmed with fear and anxiety.